guys, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do an update video on my Pendraken related army builds in 10mm. I got a couple of their Future War Commander army packs in the last. Been working on them over the last few weeks or so, I would say, and yeah, I've been having a great time putting these together. I kind of miss working on metal miniatures in general, so these are actually a ton of fun to build, and I thought I would show you what I did with all the basing and go through a few of the units. I'm going to actually try to put both armies here and kind of do a review on, I guess, my own work. So far, I don't think I would have done anything differently, but let's go through them all. I'm just picking them out one at a time here. So these are the Griffon. Basically, this is the Griffon army on this side. And then down below, I'm going to have the Human Collective as well. So far, we got some tanks here, and I'll go through them one at a time, kind of give you an idea on what they're all about. But I just finished marking all these, so I knew what they were at a glance. And what I found was, you've got, let's start with these guys. You got the light artillery, which, you know what? We will put them in the back here. And then I've got, some of these are the rocket launchers here. Pretty good. And then beside that, we've got the mortars and command units. These guys right here. I want to kind of decorate the base, maybe put like poles or a tent or something around it to just but not be so plain looking. And these are the drone operators and the two drones that you get in the pack. And then I've got the medium artillery here as well, which looks great for basing. And then we've got the infantry over here, which they kind of look like stormtroopers. They kind of look like, I don't know, a variety of different things here. I think I should put a light above the desk here, but let's see if we can manage. It's not too bad, but anyways, yeah. So these are the artillery for the Griffon army, and the tanks. Got a carrier here, and this is the main battle tank right here. In the package, I was supposed to get a different, I think, anti-aircraft gun, but I got the assault tank instead, which is cool. And I got the anti-tank unit itself. If you look closer, they're not exactly the same chassis. I think these guys are, but the carrier is definitely smaller. I should have grabbed the Rhino, but this one reminds me of a modern carrier. I forgot the name of it for, basically the, Cold War, Korean War, but it's a lot like that. or a rhino, and for the human collective, which is a little bit more exotic, I would say, but this is the medium artillery, which I enjoyed building. I built these first, actually. Light artillery here. As you can see, they turned out pretty good. Lots of room for basing potential. And let's get some here. So they're almost like the same type of units per pack. Here's your rocket launchers with my horrible handwriting. And another one there. Now, I decided to mount them on round bases. In the pack, you don't quite get enough of these rectangular bases for the what do you call it? The artillery pieces. And I think this actually works out a lot better. The round bases for the rocket launchers or the mortars. And the crew, which you can see here, they look pretty good. And I've created my own artificial shadow. Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, you can get the command. It's pretty much the same size base. I think that is 30 millimeters. If I'm not mistaken. What I did was I got two dollar store packs of bases like this, and I glued them together, make them thicker. So, thicker the better, basically. And then teams like the drones, I was able to put the drone operators on one base. And then for the drones themselves, I put them on round bases with part of the Games Workshop flying stand sprue part, I guess you want to call it that. I was going to glue them on with a much higher stand, but I see these as more like closer to the surface, going after tanks, that type of thing. So I thought I'll just base them a little bit off the ground, and I think it turned out pretty good. So here's a recce team right here. And then we've got their infantry. I thought that these guys look like Imperial Guard. Really close up right there. I don't know if I can get any closer than that. But yeah, they look like Imperial Guard. They look like Stormtroopers. I mean, there's 5 factions to choose from, which, I hope that I get to check out as well at some point. But yeah, here's the infantry. 5 stands of infantry for both teams. And then you get your engineers and the tanks, which, I mean, these guys look so chaos like. I thought they were just really, really cool. I personally like these a little bit more than the Griffon ones. I'm thinking faction-wise. There's other more exotic ones than these guys. I thought they would be cool to check out because they look so close to, rhinos and space marines, basically. But these guys, I mean, look at this thing. It's the only one I haven't glued yet because I'm going to paint it separately, make my life easier. But you got main battle tank. This is the carrier. Armored carrier, which, I mean, really, it's the same chassis as this guy. force to be reckoned with by itself. And then anti-aircraft tank, which I literally just bent. Grabbing it with my hand. I don't know why, but I like to grab it from the turrets, and don't do that. So, oh yeah, nice and even now. This one I put a pilot on or a driver because the guns are up in the air and chances of him getting shot are much less than the main battle tank. And the last one is the anti-tank tank, some rockets on it. Now, with these being the starter sets, there's of course some stuff that is not here. There's like snipers, there's a bunch of like other units that I would like to explore for these guys as I expand the army out. It would be cool, actually, because I think you can do it. Get 2 more armies, and you take these 2 and put them together as an alliance, and you take basically 4 armies and have a mass battle between the 4 factions, or aliens, or whatever. And so, I mean, the sky's the limit. And then also you can use these as proxies in other games, you know, with some of the main tanks looking like rhinos. You can use them in a classic epic 40k or something like that. And because they're just on bases, I mean, you know, I was actually thinking of using these guys for like Starship Troopers or, you know, some other sci-fi type of game that's out there. So, which, you know, if you have any ideas around that or suggestions or what you've played out there in the market, where some kind of sci-fi infantry would be applicable, I would love to hear it. And, you know, I can always mention it down below. I think some of the cool things I really like the mortars. I like the drones. At first I thought, drones, that's kind of weird, but I was like, how am I going to base these things? You know, but I really like how they turned out. You know, especially this guy here. I think it looks pretty good. And yeah, I'm either going to spray them like this and then do the basing, or basing first and spray them all at once. So over the next couple of days, I'm going to figure that out and take it from there. But yeah, I mean, this is what I've got so far for Future War Commander. I think they've gone to the extreme on the detailing here with these guys. I mean, look, there's a laptop on the desk, which, you know, that's pretty cool. I mean, they got a trackpad on there. You know, that's pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, I think I got to figure out the paint scheme for these, but yeah, this is what I got so far. In terms of how to get these, I mean, you go to Pendraken UK, I believe it is, and have everything there in 10mm, not just sci-fi. They got World War I, which is awesome, World War II, Cold War, fantasy, other sci-fi ranges, I believe, like aliens. There's an assortment. So if you'd like to scale your armies down a little bit from like 28mm, there's a great answer for you. You know, if you don't want to go down to like 6mm or whatever, I think this is the sweet spot in terms of sizing and keeping sort of like, I mean, I can fit everything in a tray right now, like one tub, I should say, with a little bit of overlap, but honestly, they all fit right now. So it's perfect. Take it, paint it to someone's house, and play a game on a table, and you should be pretty good with what you got. So stay tuned for more on these armies and the paintwork that's going to be done, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.